All right, here's a simple one for you knuckle draggers out there. When you buy a gun and you are going to take responsibility for your self-defense, you're gonna have to take care of it. This is just something you're gonna have to pay attention to. This is something I didn't think I'd have to pay attention to. Honestly, as a consumer, you would expect that whoever sells you your gun, whoever manufactures your gun, ought to pay attention to all that stuff, but you can never be too careful. So maybe with the supervision of a gunsmith, or if you want to take on that responsibility on your own, you can pay attention to and check to make sure that the screws and bolts and fasteners and all the things on your gun are Loctited down and are solid when you buy them. When I got my rifle, that one I bought from Palmetto State, and granted, Palmetto State's reputation is here or there, I did have some things that eventually came loose after a decent firing schedule. And that was frustrating because I'm a newbie. I'm just trying to learn how to do this stuff. So it was a bit frustrating to do it. But just like in this particular case, stop everything. Oh yeah. You're gonna end up buying certain things. You're gonna end up buying Loctite. You're gonna need to buy certain special tools. If you happen to end up buying a Glock, there is a special wrench that is required of you to use in order to adjust this front sight post. Little things like that are gonna have to be the things that you have to pay attention to when it comes to owning your gun. It's somewhat similar to owning a car. And just like owning a car, it's your responsibility to keep up with the maintenance schedule. Nobody else is gonna do that for you. The shop may keep track of those things, but it's ultimately your responsibility to have to deal with it if it breaks because you didn't do the preventative maintenance. And frankly, if you're taking responsibility for maintaining your own safety and security, I think that is part of that no one ever really explains. And that is part of what is required of you in order to do so. So in simple terms, within your budget, buy from as reputable a dealer and from a manufacturer as you can. And if you're going to settle for making certain compromises because of budgets or whatever it is that you need, far be it for anyone, including myself, to stop you from getting whatever tools you need to protect yourself. Make sure that you do your due diligence, just like when you buy a used car, to make sure that you know what you're getting yourself into. Because the last thing that you probably want to do is to buy something that's going to fall apart when you need it most. So make it a priority and really take the time to get to know your firearm, and also to make sure that you keep up with the maintenance to ensure that it runs as best as it can when the moment really calls for it.